So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
He's cut it out.
In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany's greatest enigmas, one of the most decorated players, but it's a career plagued and cut short, unfortunately, by injuries.
I guess you could empathise with that, Jim.
Yeah, there's always that element of how good could he have been?
Despite it all, though, he did win 3 European titles and 3 league titles. He was a world champion, and all of that in 8.5 years, which says quite a lot about him.
Not bad.
Seedorf proves too strong, too smart. And this is Ibrahimovic. Silvestre. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Messi. Azar. Silvestre.
That was lovely, that.
And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Azar. A chance! That's a fair try, but just off target. Roberto Carlos. Messi. And it's Azar. That is good strength. Knocks it into space. Hoeneß. Vieira. Araujo. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Seedorf. Backward it goes. He's on it, can he get away? And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Hoeneß plays it short. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Seedorf. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And this is Roberto Carlos getting up there! Goal! Arsenal! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neymar looking to receive it in space. Shot a goal! Vieira. Now Hoeneß. And it's Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard. Silvestre. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar. And Yaya Toure! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vietnam trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And this is Hazard. And a chance! And a neat finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And that is expertly dealt with. That's a little off target. Threads one in. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Schneider!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Hoeneß is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Short changes him with that pass. Neymar being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And it's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Schneider. Yaya Toure. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Great chance! Oh, good finish! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 20.
Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good.
14.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Coming on the field.
And here's
10.
Bale, foot in.
Number 18.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Number 42.
And he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. Roberto Carlos, crossed into the box. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. But they've got it again. Terrific effort! Well, we expected better, and so did he. Yaya Toure. Messi. That has been slung wide. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Lahm makes a move down the right. That has not gone well. Neymar. Oh, played through for the wide man. And here's Del Piero. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi has set up 1 goal so far, and they can counter here. And it's Schneider. And that interception was most necessary. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's looking wide.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Del Piero. And this is Messi. He's picked his way through. And it's been hooked away. Nicked it back promptly. And the referee brings it to a close. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
And here's Mbappe. Played back. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, important interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Araujo calmly anticipates. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Lahm gets across to intercept that. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And that's gone loose. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's found the way through. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He's got away. He's having a shot! So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he is going into that little black book.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
Vietnam with a chance to... A formality! We're level! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the shot's on here. Ernest. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi. Hazard. It's Hazard! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's gone for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Well, that is one way to stop him. Great defending, strong and determined. Arsenal are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Nice control. Horace! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal have their lead. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the finish! He's got a goal! That is is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Vietnam drag themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Chance for a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Strong running down that left flank. Azar, very much a match. And the whistle goes for half-time. Vietnam are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So straight into the second half. Roberto Carlos running with the ball. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Vietnam needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Hoeneß, and it's Seedorf. There's the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter.
Oh no, this does not look good. Rudiger. Sylvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Seedorf. Seedorf is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Azar needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. And he was alert to it. Messi.
Vietnam may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Sylvestre. Oh, good read. Messi, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe, and here's Roberto Carlos. That's tidy. Played in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Messi. Neymar. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number
Cannavaro.
20, Ibrahimovic. Number 14.
That's been cut out, well played.
Number 22, Seedorf.
Lahm
Coming
makes
on
a
the
move
field,
down the right.
Number 9.
Can he get on the end of this?
Number 18.
Ended up in no man's
Bullet.
land.
Number
Vietnam
4,
still have the cards to affect this game.
Number 42, Toure. Substitutions taking place.
Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. That's good play. Toure does well to get it back.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nesta. Salam. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Eto'o with the foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Wan-Bissaka. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Neymar. Chance here to counter. Great vision. And this is Messi. Chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Messi. Hazard, looking to play him in. Header! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Chance, surely! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well,
that is a beautiful thing! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Arsenal are having a ball here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's Hullet. No, he's not getting past him there. Yaya Toure. And Hullet! Well taken goal. How many? And that's it. Vietnam cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Pinches it off him. He's looking wide. Hazard. Can he get onto this? Short changes him with that pass. And that's been won straight back. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Hazard. Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression.
Roberto Carlos! And another try! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal with the corner, there first. Hoeneß goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Seedorf plays it short. Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! Goal! Arsenal! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Hoeneß tries to play it through. Mbappe is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, easy pickings there. He's through here. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe, given the lift of his goal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That has ended up in no man's land.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's had it taken off him. Neymar venturing down the left. 30 minutes gone.
Arsenal definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
It's Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Hoeneß really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Ibrahimovic. That is good strength. Yeah. Seedorf strokes it back. And here's Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Hazard.
There will be
Silvestre.
1 minute added time.
That's been cut out, well played. Araujo pinged towards the front line. So, a temporary halt to the action. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's been played through. And that's another good win of the ball. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic! It's hit the upright. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Wan-Bissaka. Silvestre. Hazard. That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. Hazard. And a chance! Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Number 21, Mbappe.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. A case now of complete control. Almost an hour gone.
22,
Roberto
Seedorf.
Carlos.
Coming on the field.
Neymar
Number 9,
needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Toure.
Vieira. And it's Snyder. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! And he's gone direct here. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Harrison gets over and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? Tries to pass it through. Now it's Neymar. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, what a ball! Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's tidy. There's the delivery. Cleared away. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. He's had a shot! Well taken goal. They are playing them off the park.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Messi! Off the post. Hullet engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Hullet. He has found a way through. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shot a goal! Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. And it's Lam. And here's Sneijder. Sneijder. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, they could break here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lovely, now then. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. Driving on and making good progress. Vieira. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Sneijder. And it's Sneijder!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yaya Toure. Messi. Silvestre.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's there to clear it. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, and the referee says that that is it. Vietnam have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain
What are your
from
thoughts on
parking
today's game
outside
then,
the
Jim?
stadium.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Silvestre just loves to go forward whenever he can. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Toure deals with that comfortably.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Silvestre. Can he get it through? Thinks about the shot. Both sides exercising caution for now. Passing is crisp and sharp.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rummenigge. Foot in. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Now that's a fine challenge. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Neymar looking to receive it in space. And it's Messi. And Messi! And it's a goal! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Seedorf was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he finish? And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schneider. Now it's Messi. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Hullet. It's a good spell of possession, this. Yaya Toure. That has ended up in no man's land. Messi. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Hullet! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And Hullet! Ruud Hullet! That is just a piece of art! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Hazard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Van Dijk. We are into overtime. And this is Hazard. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's made its way to him. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Sylvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. Araujo makes the interception. He shifted it to the flank. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira, who does have an assist to his name. Out towards the flank. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And this is Hazard. Schneider. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Gullit might just make this. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, good ball!
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Sylvestre. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Neymar being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to...
Chance for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. Vietnam have got it back and they'll have another go. Bellingham. And it's Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Vieira. And here's Messi. Tries a measured ball. Passes short and sharp. Oh, strongly challenged there. Sylvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Paulette.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Pass somewhat off target. Strokes it back. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention.
Oh, good block against the crossbar. And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Seedorf. Number 20, Bellingham.
Upamecano is there, and he can get that clear.
Number 4,
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Number 8, Gullit. Coming on the
And this is Cruyff.
Number 25.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Substitution.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is good alertness. Now it's Del Piero. And that has left him in a heap. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Hazard looking to play him in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Bale. Messi. Schneider. Looking for options for movement. And this is Messi. Shot at goal! It's hit the upright. And there goes their last chance. Vietnam did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Hazard. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Hazard. Cannavaro does well not to be outdone there. Stood up well to him there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it.
Tries a shot! Forced to go back. Shot goes for a shot!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Shot a goal! It's there! The first significant strike. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Hazard. Bellingham. And he's looking to catch him up. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chips it through. That is decidedly lacking.
Rummenigge clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
That is ended up in no man's land. And he welcomes it in. And it's Seedorf. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And the pass is intercepted. Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Silvestre getting forward. Silvestre is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Hazard. Neymar. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Hazard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Hazard. Messi. Time and again they are repelled. Seedorf. Hazard. He's free, he has got space. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he was alert to it. Hazard, who can single-handedly make a difference. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Has a look up and delivers. They get a throw in. And it's Yaya Toure. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's had a shot! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Neymar. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And now,
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment and a half. Hazard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Wan-Bissaka. Schneider. In with the challenge. It's Bellingham. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi has found the net here, of course. Knocks it into space. Neymar looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Vieira does well to get it back. And this is Hazard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the chance, surely! He's got a goal! And they're back in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Hazard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that was nowhere near his best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Hazard. Seedorf. Rummenigge. Great leap! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. It's Hazard! Hazard! He is just a joy! A finish right from the top draw. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great.
Hazard! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. They've won a corner. Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
Schneider plays it short.
Number 20. Bellingham.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Number 4.
75 minutes played. Del Piero.
Coming on the field.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Pedri. Number 10.
It's a little off target.
Messi. Number 15. Johan Cruyff.
Silvestre.
Number 6.
He's found a way through. Neymar.
Substitution in progress.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That ball looks a good one. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's got the beating of his man. He's through here. Araujo. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. That looks a good cross.
There will be 3 minutes added
Messi.
time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's in a good position here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Tries one from range. It is a very, very good save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And a header! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that's it. Vietnam suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Out towards the flank. Bellingham. Silvestre simply refused to be outdone there. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Vieira. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Schneider. Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Azar. Oh, some astute defending there. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Looking for the run. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he's chosen to go back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Cruyff has a look up and drives it forward. Van Dijk proves too strong, too smart. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Azar. Nicely weighted. And a chance! Ibrahimovic looking sharp there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Vieira. Can he get it through? Oh, played right into his path. Just the keeper in his chance! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Varane makes the interception. And it's Azar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vieira. Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a sharp pass. Schneider. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vieira stood up well to him there. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Messi. Yaya Toure. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Now it's Schneider. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Seedorf. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Vieira. Cruyff. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
We are glad to inform you.
How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Vietnam are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. The second half is up and running. Vietnam leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Now it's Schneider. Now it's Hazard. He might be in here! It's Hazard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Yaya Toure! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Hazard. Bellingham, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Oh, that's well spotted. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That has been cut short. Cruyff, and this is Cruyff. Spread it left.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Great vision. Oh, super ball. Real chance here. Howson goes back to front. Now that's well seen too. Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is...
And a header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Hazard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
But it's Thuram. Couldn't squeeze it through. Schneider being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Shapes to shoot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now it's Hazard. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Vieira. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bellingham. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. No way through there. Oh, good-looking ball. Bellingham. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Hazard. Bellingham. Just about within shooting range.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Thuram gets into a good position. And it's hoisted clear.
Look, this is so frustrating, passing without...
He's having a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Cruyff was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Pullet with the short one. And here's Pullet.
Number 22, Hazard.
Araujo.
Number 15, Johan Cruyff.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 10, Messi.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Number 4, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 25, Mateo.
Play for a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Vietnam still ahead by the game's only goal. Hazard picks it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card. Vieira. Very much into the last knockings. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
Vietnam really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And this is Hazard. Pinches it off him. Thuram. Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That looks a good ball through. And that's a good ball. That is great defending, so alert. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's own